Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, One Battle After Another, marks a seismic shift in his approach to leading men, and it's a game changer. Gone are the days of his tightly knit ensemble casts, replaced by a bold new era that feels both familiar and refreshingly unpredictable. But here's where it gets fascinating. Anderson, once known for his unofficial rep company of actors, think John C. Reilly, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Julianne Moore, has now pivoted to a more dynamic, star-driven strategy. Early in his career, Anderson mirrored his idol Robert Altman by weaving the same actors through different films, creating a sense of continuity. Hard Eight, Boogie Nights, and Magnolia weren't just movies, they were a cinematic universe held together by recurring faces. And this is the part most people miss. Anderson wasn't just recycling talent. He was resurrecting careers, like Burt Reynolds' Oscar-nominated turn in Boogie Nights, and anticipating trends, casting Tom Cruise in Magnolia long before Tarantino made it cool to pair indie directors with A-listers. But the 21st century brought a change. Punch Drunk Love hinted at this shift, with Adam Sandler stepping into a role that felt both familiar and groundbreaking, much like Cruise's in Magnolia. Yet it was There Will Be Blood that truly broke the mold. Daniel Day-Lewis, a selective and semi-retired legend, became Anderson's new muse, appearing not just once, but twice, in Blood and Phantom Thread. This wasn't just casting, it was a statement. Day-Lewis's towering presence as Daniel Plainview and Reynolds Woodcock wasn't about awe. It was about exploitation, ambition, and the dark corners of human nature. And this is where it gets controversial. Are these characters truly in control, or are they prisoners of their own egos? Plainview's bloody finale in Blood and Woodcock's quiet submission in Phantom Thread suggest the latter, but the debate rages on. Joaquin Phoenix, another Anderson favorite, brings a different energy. His inward, almost discomforting performances in The Master and Inherent Vice feel like a man perpetually on the edge. But Leonardo DiCaprio, in One Battle After Another, strikes a balance. He's more accessible than Phoenix, more vulnerable than Day-Lewis, and yet he's undeniably a movie star. As Bob Ferguson, a paranoid ex-revolutionary, DiCaprio channels anger and panic, delivering a performance that feels both grounded and larger than life. Here's the bold question. Is DiCaprio the perfect leading man for Anderson's transitional phase? Or is he just a stepping stone? His presence undoubtedly secured a bigger budget. But will he become a recurring face like Day-Lewis or Phoenix? The film also hints at a new rep company forming, with Alana Haim, Sean Penn, and Benicio del Toro making appearances. But unlike the Magnolia ensemble, these actors don't work in sync. They're part of a patchwork, reflecting the film's fragmented narrative. And let's not forget the elephant in the room. Philip Seymour Hoffman's tragic passing in 2014 marked the end of an era. Without him, Anderson's early rep company dissolved, leaving One Battle After Another to navigate a new landscape. So here's the thought-provoking question for you. Can Anderson's leading man strategy sustain his vision? Or is he better off returning to ensembles? And more importantly, does DiCaprio's performance signal a new direction? Or is it just a detour? Let's debate in the comments. I'm all ears.